Revel Beats, aka Little Andy Pacheco, and his buddy DJ Nev. I probably should get his name. Anyhow, let me turn this volume up. Me and Pablo are here, and he's a little deflated today. I didn't have time to blow any air in him because that's a good 20-minute process. I've tried a bike pump, by the way. Doesn't work so much. Maybe I actually caused a hole, which is why he does not pump up as much anymore. Anyhow, happy Friday. It's November 11th. We're only 2 weeks away from Thanksgiving, which means start buying your Christmas things because Costco's been ready for about the last 2 months. I am the type where I continue to buy Christmas ornaments and decorations and all those, but do I ever set them up? No. Basically my garage looks like a Costco and everything's still in the box. So if anyone needs anything, I'm here for you. So we have a fun-filled, packed day with lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. First, I'd like to say Happy Veterans Day to every person in the service, no matter what department you're in. To all the veterans, but to everyone. I mean, you're going to be a veteran one day, so Happy Veterans Day. And I just found out that my cousin is actually getting deployed for the next 6 months. He is a badass Marine, and I don't know where he's going, and I wouldn't tell you anyways, but he's getting deployed for 6 months. So I just saw on Facebook that my amazing cousin, Gabriella, she's gonna, she's gone through so many deployments. It's insane. It's incredible how strong she is. I'm envious. I'm not as strong as she is. She has 2 kids, and oh man, I don't know how she does it, but with God and family, you can do anything. You really can. So for all those getting deployed, I wish you a happy trip, safe trip. Hopefully everything goes well. Cousin Ronnie, I love you. I hope you're going to the Caribbean to secure a coral reef. I don't know. I just want you to be safe. So anyways, I love you. Okay. So I don't really want to talk about the election, and I'm not going to talk about the election, but I'm going to mention about it because, first of all, here you are on Facebook Live. Probably for the past, 5 minutes, you've scrolled through your feed and you've noticed that every single post is about the election. And it's good, it's bad. You have one side that's like burning flags, which is ridiculous. And then you have one side that's like, let's unite and let's unite together. Hey, I like that side. So my thing is, I don't know, I like to go to Facebook for fun stuff, but I wish there was like a mute. Like if anyone mentions the name like Trump or Clinton, like it would just automatically mute them. Wouldn't that be an interesting thing? Hey Facebook, I think I got you there. But I guess my whole thing is like all these people that are stopping on the freeway and they're making a stand and they're voicing their opinion and they're upset. And you know what's great about this country? You're allowed to say whatever you want, right? And in history's past, we're allowed to have demonstrations to voice what you want changed. But you also have to make a change and not just talk about it. You actually have to do something. So if all of those people that blocked the 101 downtown yesterday would like to come up with a proper demonstration, a proper face of whatever they're trying to express, it's probably going to go a lot farther and your message will be heard versus us just thinking, wow, here's a bunch of people that are blocking my freeway, I can't get home, I can't, I'm stuck in traffic, I can't get to work, like you're just an inconvenience. So I don't know, I don't know, I didn't even plan this kind of talk, but when you block a freeway, what does that do? Just curious. Anyone? Like, like, does someone say, oh, you know what? You block that freeway, we're gonna change the precedent. You know, Trump, we take it back. Or, like, what does the blocking of the freeway do? Just curious, because pisses me off. That's what it does. And then I don't even listen to a thing you say. It's kind of like when you get in a fight with your significant other and they say something like, why are you so irritated? And you're like, right? And then whatever they say next, you're just like, I don't even hear what you say. I'm waiting for you to finish so then I can say something that's going to annihilate you. That's what that is. That's my comparison. I hope that made sense to anyone. But yeah, just, I don't know. Either you're happy about the election, you're not happy about the election. Make a change, do something about it. We live in a country where we actually have a voice, and hey, majority, like, our voice was heard, right? Whoever's voice that is, our voice was heard. We could be in another country where they don't give a crap's ass about what you think, and they just say, oh, no, here is your leader, you must abide by them. You can only have one child, they have to be a boy, all you girls, you know, you can die. Like, we could be in that country, but we're not. So anyways, think smarter and work smarter. That's what I'm just saying to all you social changers out there. That's my thoughts. All right, enough about that, because I'm sick and tired of this. I'm just moving on, working my ass off, being in the greatest country on the planet, literally the greatest country on the planet for all of you that live here, whether you're born here, you immigrated here. The reason why you're here is because it's the greatest freaking country of the planet. If you want to go move to Canada, go fucking move to Canada. Seriously, just go. I mean, Canada's amazing, but... Okay, so, off that soapbox. So, over the weekend, I had a photo shoot, and it was so much fun. Went out to Red Rock Canyon. Don't know if any of you guys know where that is. It's in the desert out here in California. And there was these amazing, like, these mountains with these alcoves, and, you know, it was like Mother Nature on its finest. The way the wind and the water just carved out these caves was so beautiful. So I don't have those final pictures up, but maybe I'll post up a sneak peek. But I basically climbed like a 60-foot cliff. Like, there was big cliffs, but then there was this like little hill. It looked like a hill. When the photographer said, "Hey Lauren, do you mind?" But hi Kevin, do you mind climbing up there? Are you afraid of heights? And I was like, no, me afraid? Come on, I'm like the craziest chick out there. So I go in my long dress and heels in hand, by the way, though. And as I'm walking closer to this cliff that I must climb, I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? But it's all about getting the shot, right? So I climbed that beast, went to the very end of the point, knees are knocking, ankles shaking, I was sweating, I was so nervous, but then I looked down and I'm like, 60 feet, you can't die at 60 feet, right? Like, you could hurt yourself, but I don't think you could die at 60 feet. Plus there was a lot of rocks, sharp or not, that would have broken my fall. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe my logic screwed up here. I'm also the chick that took a leased Mustang and used to jump it as a kid and take it out to the desert in Alcatia and do donuts in the airport. So that's my way of thinking. Anyways, great photo shoot this weekend. It was a lot of fun. And then another thing that we did this weekend was, oh, copper. Hold on a second, people. Oh, I wonder if this is the cop that pulled me over. No, not the cop. Okay, so saw Hacksaw Ridge. How many of you saw Hacksaw Ridge? If you're logged on and you've seen it, tell me what you thought. So I heard a couple people around the office saying, wow, hold on a second. Hello? Lean up, dude. It's like Pablo had too many drinks last night. He's starting to like lean. Starting to get in my way, Pablo. Sorry. So Hacksaw Ridge, someone said like, oh, it was so amazing, it was really good, and all these things. So I had high expectations. Also, I'm a big Mel Gibson fan. I like what he's done in the past, entertainment-wise, in film industry, not his Malibu Nights antics. I don't really agree with that, which sucks because you kind of have to take apart what the person says and believes or whatnot, and then into who they are as an artist. I wish sometimes if you had that, I don't know, now I'm being a hypocrite, because you shouldn't stand for someone that has core values, right? Yet the actors, they're not that person on screen. Anyways, maybe that's another talk. I have to think that one out. But went to go see it, and high hopes. I'm not a big Andrew Garfield fan. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know. He just doesn't do it for me. He's I don't know. I don't want to offend anyone, but he just doesn't do it for me. And the film, I don't know, it was like, you know, it's kind of like the Saving Private Ryan type-esque moments where they go into this battlefield, and there's, you know, pretty good special effects, but some of the fire looked a little weak. But again, this is people's art. I don't want to criticize people's art completely, but again, I'm a reviewer. This is what I do. This is why you're watching. So there was some parts of the story that were like disjuncted. Like it kind of seemed like maybe it wasn't a totally strong script. It was just like a strong bullet point. Like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have this guy that believes in his faith so much that he's not gonna have a gun when he goes into war. He's gonna be a medic. Okay, people are gonna love him, and then we're gonna have an epic fight scene. And this is all a true story, by the way, people. And then he's gonna pull these people out, and this is the story. That's perfect. And then they did like these flashbacks, and I don't know, just like it grabbed me, but it wasn't that great. It was just okay. I mean, I don't know. It was just okay. And then there was like these weird sections where as you're watching it, if you guys watched it, you'll know this part. It's like the epic fight scene. Everything's just gray and black, and there's fire, and the sound design was great. I love sound design in war films, like Apocalypse Now, Platoon, Hello, Saving Private Ryan. Love sound design. So they finally rescue everyone, and I forget Andrew Garfield's character's name for some reason right now. They grab him, and he goes back to camp, and he's showering, right? And so you have this dark black gray type colors, and there's a certain look, and then all of a sudden it turns into like a Carl's Jr. commercial where he's like, they're pouring water on him, or he's underneath the shower and he's glistening. By the way, I mean, it was no Brad Pitt body to glisten. I wasn't like, ooh, no, it was Andrew Garfield, and the water looks beautiful on him, right? I mean, I thought maybe J-Lo commercial, or maybe Victoria's Secret. It was like the weirdest scene, and you just saw the blood and the dirt come off of him. I understand, I get the idea, like he's cleansing himself, and there was I think a biblical aspect to that, but it was just a really weird scene. So if anyone watched that and you noticed that scene in there, did you kind of get uncomfortable? I don't know, it was kind of weird. But overall, Hacksaw Ridge, okay. But tell me if you guys like it. Oh, hey, Sean. I know! Pablo keeps tipping over. Pablo. Fine. Maybe he just wants to say hi. The problem is he's out of air. So, like, literally, hold on, I'm kind of stopped. If I press his face, do you see how much that goes in? Yeah. If you see how much that goes in, he just doesn't have a lot of air, people. Let's give him a break. He was on a long night last night. Everyone knows Thursday nights are the nights to go out. All right, enough about Hacksaw Ridge and Pablo. I'm sure he'll try to take my freaking shine at some point. It's the only reason why I have him in this is because he can't talk. So he can't oversee the talent. Okay, a lot of you guys that are tuned in, you guys will hate this next little rant, but it's just short, so go grab another cup of coffee. Kylie lip kits. The reason I'm bringing this to your attention is because me and a girl at work, she is obsessed with makeup, such as I am, and this damn Kylie lip kit. Actually, TJ did the commercial a couple months ago, that famous Kylie lip kit commercial. And I don't know what the big rave was, right? Until I spent the $30 or $29.99 or whatever the heck it is to buy one of these lip glosses. Ugh, they're so amazing. I'm actually wearing one now. They are amazing, but at the same time, like how high are those stacks of money that chick has? Last night she had, or yesterday or 2 days ago, she had she collaborated with her sister on a new kit, right, with Chloe, and it goes on sale at 3 p.m. So you log on at, let's say, 3 p.m. and 30 seconds, sold out. One, you always sell out. Why don't you have enough product? Two, I totally get what you're doing. This is like supply and demand, damn it. And then this freaking sucker puts an alarm for when it's gonna go on sale again. Ugh, this family, I tell you, they're genius in marketing. But on the real, it's actually a really good product, so I'm all about, I not really agree with what they kind of do, but power up, man. We have to respect that. Like, they have marketed the crap out of every ounce and cell of their body. In fact, if there was like, if they could, they would like, you know, people do plastic surgery. What do you need? Like Botox? Like, I could see them having like the Kardashian Botox or the Kardashian butt implant, right? Like, God, they're marketing everything. Okay, that's my rant. I hope you guys got your coffee. You come back. Okay. So I mentioned that I was going to talk about pregnant girlfriends. Did anyone see this article about this senior tight end at Florida International University? Anyone? Let me tell you about it. So, now I'm in traffic. This guy's been a stud on the team, right? Like, this guy's NFL bound. His name is, I wrote it down here. What's his name? Jonnu Smith. Well, Jonnu has a very promising career. He's, you know, again, he would be drafted. I say would be. He would be drafted. I don't know all his stats. Sorry for you sports guys out there that know them. But now he can't play. You want to know why he can't play? Because his pregnant girlfriend poured boiling hot water all over his body, and reports from Bleacher Report are saying because he wasn't spending enough time with her last week. Whoa, people. So this goes into dating advice, right? Okay, so one, you're pregnant. First of all, if that's how angry you're gonna be when you get pregnant, I don't want to get pregnant. Like, I'm sorry. Like, this, like, that is nuts. You poured boiling hot water over your baby's daddy because he wasn't spending enough time with you. First of all, you're dating an athlete. I'm gonna go out there and just say, when you date an athlete, nothing wrong with it, you gotta know what you're in for. Now this guy's in college, so his how do I properly put this? Not his scheming, but his reputation probably isn't as intense as some of our other NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL men are, right? So if you're dating an athlete, he's probably, one, not going to pay that much attention to you because, I don't know, he's probably playing for an amazing team, trying to build his career, trying to make money to provide for you. So excuse him for not being able to coddle you and love you, right? Like, secondly, I mean, we all know that a lot of these guys aren't super faithful, right? I mean, it's just, it's like a known fact. There are a lot of them. For you athletes out there that are playing, of course you're faithful. Of course you are. I'm talking about the other guys, not you. You are probably faithful and go home to your wife or girlfriend, kiss her every night, and you never stay out until 2 a.m. in the morning and have to call an Uber and then say that you stayed at your buddy's house or that the team is leaving on a surprise trip for something. You don't do that. That's not you. That's the other guy. So, for this guy, he wasn't spending enough time with this chick. Oh my gosh. So his body's got like boils. I guess they can't play, but they say that because he's such an amazing athlete, he still like will come back, and he probably will still be looked at for the draft. So I mean, it's great, but it's weird because in the headline it didn't say like ex-girlfriend, like you're out. I mean, I know that's your baby and you should take care of your baby and he should completely support that, but how do you get back into that relationship, right? Like, how the heck do you do that? Hi, Auntie. It's just like, I don't know. So I don't know, for all you women out there, if your man is not spending enough time with you, I don't know, maybe don't boil the water. Or how about this? Hey guys, your chick starts spending too much time in the kitchen boiling water, you run the heck out of there. Everyone, go text, I don't care. Get off Facebook Live for a second. Go text your girlfriend or your wife and say, I love you. You probably haven't said it enough today, so go do that. Because you don't want to be Jonnu Smith, who now has boils all over his body. And women, geez, chill out. So that's my rant. Okay, so speaking of football, let's talk a little bit about something I kind of stumbled across. Remember last week when I told you guys I wanted you to send me some different like charities or different like events or things to kind of give back to the community? Okay, well, none of you got back to me, thank you very much, but I found one. I don't know if I mentioned the Watts Bears, which I see that they're logged on. Hi guys. The Watts Bears is this incredible program and team down in Watts here in South Los Angeles, here in California, for all you guys that are not here in LA and know where Watts is. So I first discovered it by a colleague of mine at work, and he's like, yeah, I'm working with these guys down, it's called the Watts Bears. And I thought, you know, I've heard of them before. What is it? So the LAPD and the officers that put this on are Thompson, Gooseby, Holloman, and Swift. Met them last night or yesterday at the office. They have a program where they are teaching, it's a track football, and it's a mentoring program that provides a safe and protective environment for these kids, like anywhere from like 8 to 13. This is middle school. And they're teaching these kids football, but through organized sports, teamwork, self-respect, responsibility, loyalty. It's incredible. So one is, I want everyone, go on your Instagram and start following them. It's LAPD _Watts Bears. LAPD _WATTSBEARS. So it's such a cool program, and what they're doing is they're telling, you know, they're mentoring the kids, but what they're doing is this is going to be their second annual the Thanksgiving dinner. And so for the kids, they're going to give back. So the kids are going to be involved with giving out food to the homeless for Thanksgiving. This happens November 20th. It's a Sunday. If there's anyone that wants to volunteer, please come volunteer. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there with my Watts Bears shirt, by the way. Thanks, guys. And it's going to be so cool to see kids at 8 to 13 giving back. 8 to 13, most of these kids that I see these days are giving back, meaning they're tweeting, they're Instagramming, they're playing video games. They're not actually social interacting with anyone, let alone anyone in their community. So when kids are around adults and are around people that have a strong message, they feed off of that. That's why it's so important to be careful with what you say, even during this election and everything, because your kids are hearing this stuff and they feed that negative energy. And guess what? You know what breeds more? Negative. When people hear, you know, people love to sit in that jacuzzi of negativeness. Let's get out of that jacuzzi and go hang out in the pool of happiness. I'm on a good one. No coffee today, by the way, either. But I want you guys to be a part of this. I'm going to link below, once this is wrapped, their Instagram, and I'm sure they're going to post more about this. but put it on your calendar, November 20th. I'll get all the details for you guys next Friday, as well as I'll post on my Facebook. But they fed over 200 meals last year. So we're hoping between 200 and 300 meals this year. And then also, they're getting their website up, but if you want to be part of this amazing program, please, please, please reach out to me, reach out to the Watts Bears. You can actually find them on Facebook as well, just Watts Bears, W-A-T-T-S, Bears, and whatever you want to do. You want to volunteer? For all my football guys out there, all of you athletes, you know, volunteer your time. I know a lot of you guys are ex-NFL guys, even if you're basketball. I mean, let's just, let's pay it forward by giving it to our youth, right? Because they're going to be us one day. Let's give them a strong upbringing. So, just such a cool program. Like, I can't wait to go see their games next year. I can't wait to, I don't know, go to a practice. And it just really fed me when I met with these guys. And it's the LAPD, people. So for all of you guys that just think that, you know, law enforcement is the enemy and negative and all of those things, they're not. Like, these are guys that are, these guys are, it's gonna make me all teary-eyed. Whew. Okay, so anyways, November 20th, just be there, okay? Whew. I'm gonna have to roll down my window. All right, guys, that's enough about that before I start crying. I just, like, I don't know, I just feel so, like, close to this program. So, okay, see, Pablo's gonna be there. I should bring Pablo. All right, guys, well, that's enough about that for now. Otherwise, I'll need some more Kleenex here. Here I wanted to segue into something a little bit more, well, not as serious, but something interesting that happened. So this past week, I had this guy at work, not at my work, at another company that we deal with, and he was just the rudest MF I've ever, like, it was just, this guy was just rude. I didn't care for what he did, and I was, you know, didn't get upset about it, didn't cry about it. I was just like, ugh, like, you know, like, ugh. And there was nothing that I could have done with his particular thing. Anyhow, he got scolded, and he knew he was wrong. And you know what the guy did? This is why there is faith. You know what the guy did? The guy called me and apologized. Apologized. I want to know, when's the last time someone messed up in your life and apologized to you? And didn't do the backhanded apology like, you know, I'm sorry, but the only reason I did it was because you were this way or whatever, right? No. Guy straight up apologized and said, you know what, I didn't think about you. I just want to apologize for, like, what, you know, what I said and how I felt. I respect you and whatever. And I was like, I'm on the phone, I'm like, oh, yeah. I said, thank you. You know, I was so thankful that this guy was humble enough, had the balls to actually apologize. Like, man, if we had more people apologizing and then you forgive and forget, right? That's what you do. That's what the Bible said, forgive and forget. And I told him, I said, great, let's move on. I said, thank you for that, I appreciate it, and let's move on. I'm not gonna bring it up. I did tell him, and I feel bad for all us, the women out there, because I am gonna call us out. I said, I'm gonna be the only woman in your life that is not gonna hold on to this and put it against you. I said, I'm just gonna let it go, and we're gonna move on. And we moved on, and the only reason I remembered it again was because I gotta share it with you guys, right? But anyways, I just thought that was really cool. I really appreciate when people have integrity and aren't too proud, and just, you know, it's those little things that just make me happy. So it's good stuff. I told you guys I reviewed Hacksaw Ridge, but I wanted to give a little update. I told you my binge watching has been Empire lately, and I just want to finish it so then I can move on to other things, because Empire started off strong. It really did. And a lot of people are saying to start watching Power, which I hear Power is amazing. And I did watch an episode, but you know, there's so much to catch up on. But Empire started off strong, season 1, season 2, which we just finished. I mean, it's Nashville, but it's in, you know, it's in rap music and hip hop and R&B versus country. But oh man, it's getting a little too soap opera for me. It's just a little too soap opera for me. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? It's like some of these storylines, I'm like, where are you going? But I do have to say, the wardrobe and art design, the production designer, those guys are doing an amazing job, because everyone, you know, not everyone, I take it back, the majority of everyone looks amazing. Taraji always looks amazing, but it's a good show. It's junk food. It's like, I get home really late, and you guys don't understand, I don't get a lot of sleep. I probably get about 4 hours of sleep every night. So when I come home, I'm beat. I need something that doesn't have to have a lot of thought. Like, sometimes getting into like Bloodline, or let's say, what was that one James Franco thing for a while, 11/22, about JFK's assassination? That was too much thinking. I just couldn't do it. So I need something that's like digestible at 10:30 at night. And apparently that's what Empire is. So anyhow, wondering what your guys' thoughts were. Oh, Watts Bears Power, is that the one I should watch? Okay, guess I'm gonna binge watch Power. How many seasons is Power been on? How bad is it? Am I looking at 5 seasons? Because I still haven't binge watched Game of Thrones, people. I know. But there's like, what, 6 seasons now? Like, where's my life go? Jeez. Anyways, let me know how many seasons it is, and then I can see how long I actually want to spend on it. But some other shows that people have been talking about is, these are like comic book shows, like Luke Cage. Haven't watched it yet. I hear it's pretty good. What's another show? Crap. I should have written this down. There's quite a few shows on Netflix that I need to catch up, but there's just not enough time in the day. Not enough time. I would watch it while I'm driving, but then that wouldn't be good. Then I'd probably get another one of these. Yeah, still have to pay this. Still have to pay this, people. God. Did I tell you I took the carpool the other day and I was so nervous? But it was worth it. I made it to work on time. I'm almost to work, so oh, it's Power's 3 seasons in. Oh, 3 seasons, that's simple. That's just a weekend. All right, I'll binge watch Power. Okay, guys, so I'm coming into work. Friday was a light day of traffic. Thank you, traffic gods. I want to say thank you so much for watching, everyone. I had a lot of fun as usual. And Pablo, where are you? Jeez, there we go. Pablo had fun. I'll blow him up so he's not like gangster leaning anymore. Jeez, he's trying to steal my limelight. Wrap up. Happy Veterans Day to all of you out there. Hi to the family and all of you that are watching, commenting. Share it if you'd like. But your action items today is, do you want to join me on November 20th to volunteer to give food to the homeless down in Watts? I think it's 106th Street. I'll get the details for you again. I don't memorize that. But if you want to do that on Sunday, come join me. It's going to be fun because you're going to share your soul and your heart with other people that at this time of year really, really need it. And if you're a company and you want to donate or something, let's contact the Watts Bears. Let's figure out how we can make this like the badass program, okay? And also too, if you're in sports, or if there's somehow you want to be involved with the kids mentoring program with football, all my football guys out there, Ryan Taka, talk to all of the athletes. Let's get this going. Please do it. Follow the Watts Bears on Instagram, LAPD_Watts Bears. Let's influx them with a bunch of followers today. We need to build their social media because we need to get their message out there, which is let's Let's empower our youth. Okay, guys, I love you. Message me. Tell me what I should go see this weekend. I'm going to go see some movies. I'm going to go support some of our clients in Almost Christmas. Whew, already watching Christmas movies. Okay, big hugs. Ooh, big hugs, big hugs. Mwah. Happy Friday. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.